What's happening, YouTube? It's simon466cards, and today I'm going to give a channel update on where the channel is going and a little bit more about me and why I created this channel. So, the best thing to do here is just to start from the beginning. I'm recording this in late February, so the channel's been up for about 4 months, and I've just been trying different things. I've been top in terms of topics, in terms of how often I post, when I post. I got a new computer, fiddle around with audio and stuff. Hopefully, the audio quality is better and will continue to improve. But I really created this channel to fill a gap in my life. And let me explain. So, one of the things I really do here on the channel is talk about data analysis. And that's because for a significant part of my career, that's what I actually did in my day job. A few years ago, I moved out of that for a better, basically, job, and I found myself missing it more and more. And so that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start the channel, is to basically fill that gap, because I love data analysis. I find it interesting, and it's to basically scratch that itch. The other thing is, at some point, I may need to return to data analysis as part of my day job. And so I'm also doing this to keep me from getting rusty, right? It's one of those things where if you don't exercise that muscle goes away. And so, combined with sports cards, which obviously I enjoy, I thought that this would be a good outlet to marry the two together. And so that's kind of the basis where the channel came from. And as I've been trying different stuff, I found myself, in terms of videos that I find interesting and more enjoyable to make, the three you see on your screen: data analysis, economics, and business. Data analysis, I've explained. I did it in my career. I might do it again in my career. And I just honestly just miss it because I'm a bit of a data geek. So that's why I'm comfortable with that. Why economics? Well, I have a bachelor's and a master's in economics, and so that's why I also feel comfortable doing that. And then why business? Well, I obviously work for a company that's a conglomerate. I'll just leave it at that. But I also have an MBA as well, and so that's why those three things are the things that I found to be where I think I can add the most value, and also the things that I enjoy talking about the most, mostly because I am much more knowledgeable about those than other things, right? I don't know that I'm the right person to be talking about the aspects of, or the technical aspects of grading, for example. And so going forward, that's where I'll be channeling the channel, and where I'll be focusing it in the future. And so that's just to give you some background of me and where I come from. The other thing is that I have been lucky enough to have been asked by Hobby News Daily, which is a new website that is launching April 1st. And they found that they like my content, or the creators like my content. So they've included a spot on their homepage for me. So that, and this is their Instagram here, give them a follow, give them a like, all that good stuff. They're going to be known as the homepage for the hobby. So they'll be updating their homepage, I believe, every day, Monday to Friday, with new items and new topics. And so I will be feeding into that. Very honored that they would choose someone like me, who is I'm just who am I? I'm just a schmuck with a microphone who has a lot of time on his hands. And so I feel very fortunate to be working with them, and I've talked to them a couple times, and it's very fun. But yeah, that's who I am. And so, as a result of that more focused approach of what I'll be doing, I've created a couple of playlists here that'll summarize all of my videos: the business side, the math and data analysis, and then the economic side. And I'll be putting the videos into these three categories. So feel free to create those. In terms of content, I will be making at least one weekly video that will be released on Tuesday, is my current goal. We'll see how long that lasts. And then maybe a shorter, and sorry, the Tuesday video will be a little bit longer in terms of content and depth, I'm hoping. And then there may or may not be a shorter video that's a little bit more light that'll be released later on. So that's where the channel's headed. The other thing that you'll note is everything I do here, it's pretty bare bones, basic, black and white. This logo I created in about 10 minutes on the web, and yeah, like my goal here is to not be on camera that often because most of the time I'm in my PJs, unshaven, hair messed up, and it doesn't really serve the purpose of me in terms of what I want to get out of this channel, which is basically just talk about cards, talk about things that I find interesting, and also to keep my dad analysis muscle sharp, right? So that's why I'm not on camera. If you were ever wondering why I'm not, it's because it doesn't really tie into the goals that I want for this channel. And ultimately, this is just a side hobby for me. I mean, I'm very cheap, so if we could get to monetizing this and pay for YouTube Premium, that'd be great, and I think that's my first goal. So beyond that, I just hope that people find this content interesting, and yeah, so that's the channel, and that's where we're headed going into the future. So hopefully that might answer any questions I might have about who Simon is, who is this random dude, and what is this channel and why did he create it. So with that being said, I will talk to you all later. Cheers.